Reporting is one of the best ways to find out how your users are seeing your mailings and how they're accepting them. On our home screen, there is a Basics Reporting tab right at the bottom on the lower right-hand corner that changes for whichever mailing you have selected. And you can see it shows unsubscribes, forwards, opens, and clicks, and so you can get a nice basic overview of how that campaign went. Now, if you are looking for a little bit more in-depth information, you can go over to our Reporting tab and click on the Report Dashboard. Now, this is going to give you an aggregate view of all of your mailings, not just one specific one. You can choose a specific time range, and we'll just look over the past 3 months. And what this is going to do is this is going to show us, of all of the mailings we've done in the past 6 months, how many people we attempted to send to, and how many were actually delivered, so you can find out your delivery percentage right there. You can find out soft bounces versus hard bounces. And soft bounces are when someone's mailbox is full, and a hard bounce would be if their email address no longer exists, so possibly they deleted that email account. You can see your opens versus clicks, and opens are registered every time someone opens up your mailing and downloads the images, and clicks are just clicking on any link within the mailing. You can also see if these mailings caused any subscriptions to your newsletter or unsubscribes, and how many people are forwarding and referring a friend using those mailings. On the second portion down here, you can see how your membership health over time is going, and you can see what exact number of members you had for each month. You can also see how your unsubscribes and new members are going over time, as well as on the bottom checking out the delivery per month, and unique opens and click-throughs. So it's very important to use all of this data and look at it over time so that you can see what is going well, what was effective in February that wasn't effective in March, what are we doing correctly so that we can maximize that. Because you want to use this information to get the users on your list the information they want. Because if you're sending that targeted, highly relevant information to them, they're going to be more interactive with your mailing campaigns and a more beneficial client to you overall. So these reports are a wonderful way of finding out overall how your campaign is going. If you want to get a little bit further deep, you can go into the tracking statistics. And by clicking on this, it is going to give us a list of all of our mailings and how they were in tracking. By default, it's going to show you all of the mailings, and so I'm just going to click on normal mailings here to only show regular mailings, no test mailings needed. And you can see that we have, in the first column, the number of people the mailing was sent to, the number of people who opened it, and then the percentage. CT is for click-throughs, so you can see that this mailing here generated 3 click-throughs and had a 5% click-through rate, as well as click streaming setup, when you can have a user click on a link and actually follow a breadcrumb trail through your website. And then, of course, the date which it was sent. Any of these numbers is a hyperlink, so if I wanted to see who opened, I can always click on that 13 and see actually who opened and how many times they opened the mailing. This is very useful information because if there was a specific mailing I sent out that I need to target the people who opened it because they're interested in it, I can come in and just click Create New Segment, and this will automatically create a segment of those users. And that feature is available on any of these areas that you click. You could target the people who clicked on a link, you could target the people who opened it, or you could just target the people that it was sent to. Again, all of these reports are very useful in finding out how your campaigns are being received, because the more relevant the information, the better your users are going to interact with it. And the only way to find that out is by looking at the reports. If you have any other questions about reporting or any of the other features that we have, please feel free to contact our support group.